Hello my dear students, welcome to video lesson of St. Joseph's Academy, Mariam Nagar, Ghaziabad. So this video lesson is for class 5th, subject is science, and in our previous video students we did the explanation part of the chapter pollination. So in this video we are going to do the exercises of this chapter. So our first exercise is tick the correct answer. A is self-pollination occurs in, so we are having four options: same flower, different flower of the same plant, different flower of different plant, or both 1 and 2. So students, self or pollination occurs in both the cases, whether it is of same flower or different flower of the same plant. So our answer will be number 4, both 1 and 2. Part B is pollen grains are present in the, we have to write down which part is containing pollen grains in the flower. First is filament, number 2 anther, number 3 style, and number 4 ovary. So anther will be the correct answer. C part is ovules are present in the, options are ovary, stigma, style, or filament. So we all know that ovules are present in the ovary. Part D, insects are attracted to a flower due to the brightly colored petals, sepals, pollen grains, or all of them. So petals will be the correct answers because petals are very colorful, so they attract insect, which increase the chances of pollination. Part E is pollination can occur by insect, wind, water, or all of them. So students, we all know that pollination can occur by all of them. So our correct answer will be number 4. Exercise number 2 is fill in the blanks. Part A, the stalk of the flower is called dash. The stalk of the flower is called pedicel. Part B, the uppermost part of the pedicel is called thalamus. So basically the thalamus is the uppermost end of the pedicel. It is swollen and it holds the 4 whorls of the flower. Part C, the dash protects the flower in the bud stage. The dash protects the flower in the bud stage. So its answer will be the sepals protects the flower in the bud stage. Sepals are green leaf-like structure which will protect the flower during the bud stage. Part D is a flower has a dash whorls. A flower has a dash whorls. So its answer is 4. A flower has 4 whorls. And what are they? Sepals, petals, stamens, and pistil. So these are 4 whorls of the flower. Part E, pollen grains are transferred from the stamen to the stigma by the process of dash. So its answer is pollination. So in this process, the pollen grains are transferred from the stamen to the stigma. So this was our fill in the blanks. Exercise number 3 is write true or false. A part is a bisexual flower has both endoecium and gynoecium. Say yes, this is true. because bisexual flower has both male and female parts. So it is true. Part B is cucumber is a bisexual flower. So this is false, as cucumber is a unisexual flower. So we will write it as false. Part C, sepals attract insects. So student, this is also false because petals attract insect. Okay, petals attract insect because they are very colorful. So write down false. Part D is the stalk of the flower is called thalamus. So this is also wrong because the stalk of the flower is called pedicel. So write down false. Part E, the stamen consists of stigma, stele and ovary. So student, this is wrong because stamen is the male reproductive part and the stigma, stele and ovary are the female reproductive parts. So this is false. Now we come to number 4, answer the following questions. Part A is name the 4 whorls of the flower, write their functions. So the answer is the 4 whorls of the flower are sepals, petals, androecium and gynoecium. So these are the 4 whorls of the flower and we have to write down their functions also. So what is the function of sepals? As they protect the flower during a bud stage. And what are the functions of petals? They will attract insect and protect the inner reproductive organ of the flower. Every flower is having either male or female reproductive part, so that part will be protected by the petals. Third is androecium. It is a male reproductive part, so its function is to produce and store pollen grains. Number 4 is gynoecium. It is the female reproductive part and its function is that it holds ovary which is having ovules, and the ovules are modified into seeds later. So this is our A part. Part B is distinguish between unisexual and bisexual flowers. We all know that unisexual flower will be having either male reproductive or female reproductive part, whereas bisexual flower will be having both reproductive parts. So unisexual flowers, these types of flowers have only one either male or female reproductive part. Okay. On the other hand, bisexual flowers, these types of flowers have both male and female reproductive parts. So this is the main difference between them. Part C is distinguish between androecium and gynoecium. So androecium is the male part of the flower which is having a filament and beloved anther with pollen grains. So it is the male part of the flower. Part B is gynoecium, as it is the female part of the flower having stigma, style and ovary with ovules. So this is the female reproductive part of the flower. Part D is distinguish between self and cross pollination. We all know that pollination is of two kinds. First is self pollination and another one is cross pollination. So we have to distinguish between them. So first we will write about self pollination. So self pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from one anther to the stigma of the same flower or different flower of the same plant. So this is self pollination. So in this pollination, in this type of pollination, student, plant will be the same, but pollen grains can be transferred to stigma of the same flower or to the different flower, but plant should be the same one. So this is self pollination. Whereas in cross pollination, it is the transfer of pollen grains from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower of same species. Okay, so here pollen grains are transferred to the stigma of another flower of different flower, different plant, but the species should be the same. Got it? So this is the distinguish between self and cross pollination. Part E, why is pollination an important process? So here in D part we read that self pollination and cross pollinations, but why is pollination an important process? Why it is needed? So the answer is pollination is an important process as it helps in production of seeds and is necessary for many plants to reproduce. So students, if pollination will not be there, reproduction will not be there. We will not be producing seeds, and if seeds are not there, we are not able to plant trees. So that is why pollination is very important process. If we want to have so many plants near around us, if we want to eat fruits and vegetables, so for that pollination is very important. Part F is what is pollination? What is pollination? So we read that pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of a flower. It is the process in which the pollen grains from anther are transferred to stigma of a flower. Next exercise is HOTS, means higher order thinking skill. So its question is, why are some flowers brightly colored and sweet smelling? So we all know that pollination is very important. So to attract insects, the flowers are brightly colored and sweet smelling. So its answer will be, some flowers are brightly colored and sweet smelling to attract insects such as bees, which increase chances of pollination, as it will attract insects, so it will increase the chances of pollination. So now it's homework time. You have to read the chapter thoroughly at home, learn new words of the chapter, and learn and write all the exercises which we discussed in this video in your notebook. So that's all for now, students. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.